Good day, everyone. How are you doing today? You're welcome to the lesson of today. My name is Adedayo Adegoke. Our subject for today is mathematics, and our topic today is areas of rectangle and square. Areas of rectangle and square. That's what we want to look at today. If you look at the screen, you are going to see the picture of a shape, and this shape is referred to as a rectangle. It's a rectangle because we have two short sides that are the same and then two long sides that are the same. This line is equal to this line, while this line is equal to this line. Okay, that's what a rectangle is. So today we are going to be looking at the areas of rectangles and squares. Okay. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define area, calculate the area of a rectangle, and also calculate the area of a square. Okay, what is area? What is area? It's very simple. Area is the amount of space a flat shape takes up on a plane, that is, on a surface. Look at this shape that we have here, this surface that we have here. Okay, of all the surface, this square is only taking up the space. Okay, so we say the area of this square is the whole of this place. The area of the square is not outside there, no. It is only the amount of space that the shape has taken. That is the area of the shape. Only the space that this shape has taken. The same thing with this circle too. Only the shape, this side, the whole of this inside, that's the area. The same thing with this oval shape. Only the inside, that's where we calculate the area. You cannot calculate outside of the shape. Is that okay? So area is the amount of space that a flat shape takes up on a plane. Now, if you look at this, you can see how broad this is, okay? But the area of this rectangle, look at it. If this is 1 square inch, okay, add 1 plus 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why you have 8. It could be centimeter, it could be inches, it depends. Okay, let's say this is 8 centimeter. Let's say this box is 1 centimeter, so we have it there. Then we come to this side too. 1, see where I'm starting from again from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now this is the breadth. This is also 6 centimeter. Now, if you multiply 6 times it, you are going to get the total, or you can even count. Okay, we can count everything. Okay, we've counted 8 here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, we have 48 centimeter there, because we have assumed that one box represents 1 centimeter. So you have 48 centimeter there. So the area of this shape that you are seeing is 48 centimeter square. Because anytime we are calculating area, you must put square. So this is just tell you what area is. The space that this shape has taken, the whole of this space is the area. Is that taken? Okay. Now look at this shape. The area of this one is 15, while the area of this one is 10. But the two of them together, we want to get the area of the whole of this side. So what do? We get the area of this. Let's say this is shape A and this is shape B. Okay, so we just add A and B together, and what do we have? 15 plus 10. Okay, and then what do we have? 5 plus 0, 5. Then 1 plus 1 is what? 2. So we have our 25. Is that okay? So the total area, if the A is 15 centimeter or 15 inches and B is 10 centimeter or 10 inches, the total area will be 25 inches or 25 centimeters square. The square is the small little 2, this little 2 you put on top of the number. Is that taken? Okay, this is also another way, just like I did earlier on. You can count the boxes to know what the shape is, to get the area. Okay, though most of the times in our work you are not given little boxes in the shape. Okay, you are just given the length, that is the number of boxes there are in the shape. You are just given the length and the breadth, so you are the one that will just calculate the area. You don't need to start counting the little boxes inside. Now, how do we calculate the area? You know, the other time I showed you when I counted 48, there were 8 boxes on top. Then if we look at it vertically, we have 6 to the side. Horizontally, we have it. This is the horizontal line, and this is the vertical line. Okay, so how do we get the area? What do? We multiply the horizontal line and then we multiply it with the vertical line. So if let's say this vertical line is referred to as A, and then the horizontal is referred to as B, how do we get our area? We just say A times B. Is that taken? And then you should take note, instead of using letters, we have the length and the breadth. Now, length could be anywhere. This could be the length and this could also be the length. Is that taken? This could be the breadth and this could also be the breadth. It depends on what you are holding. If you are holding a ruler, most of the time when you are holding a ruler, you know your ruler is very long. You hold it like this. Okay, the length is how long it is. Is that taken? Then the breadth is how wide it is. We have length and then we have breadth. Okay, how long for length and how wide for breadth. Okay, now take note, this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle, while this is a square. What's the difference between a rectangle and a square? Yes, a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. The 2 long sides are equal and the 2 short sides are equal. They are the same. These 2 are the same length. The same thing too. These 2 lines are the same length. So a rectangle has 2 long sides equal and 2 short sides that are equal. But a square does not have 2 long sides short and 2 long sides long. In a square, all the 4 sides are the same length. All of them. That's why you have this word here, equal. The line up, the line down, the length and the width or the breadth. Another name for width is breadth. So another name for breadth is the width. Okay. Now in a square, the length and the breadth are the same. But in a rectangle, the length and the breadth are not the same. Is that taken? But let me tell you something. Whether it's rectangle you're calculating or it's the area of a square you are calculating, take note that to calculate the area of a square or a rectangle, you multiply the length with the breadth. Look at this one. If it is rectangle, you say length times breadth. If it is a square, you say length times, they are the same. Length times width or length times breadth, they are the same. Okay, so you just multiply the 2 sides. Now look at the formula here. Area of square, that's side times side. You multiply the 2 sides together like I showed you earlier. This side times this side. A square has all sides equal. And take note that if this is your length, this is also length. Okay, if this is your breadth, this is also breadth. Take note of that. So you're either multiplying the length with the breadth. Is that okay? A square has the same size, so you just say the same number multiplied by itself. But a rectangle, you have a long side and then you have a short side. This side is the same thing as this side. This side, the upper side, is the same thing as this lower side. I said the right side is the same thing as the left, then the upper side is the same thing as the lower side. Is that taken? So the area of a rectangle as well is length times breadth. Just multiply the two sides, you are going to get your area. And after getting the area, you must always make sure you put your square. Look at this example. The height here is 2 and the breadth is 2. You can be given anything. It could be height or breadth or length. Length also means height, that is how tall something is. Now look at this. How do you calculate area of square? I've told you. Just length times breadth or length times width. Okay? So now what do we have here? We have 2 here, we have 2 here. And what has been done? 2 times 2, that's what? 4. And that's how we have the 4 square feet of area for this one. Look at this one. We have 3 square feet here. We have 6 square feet here. What do? You multiply length times breadth or base times height. It depends. And what do you have? You have 6 times 3, which is what? 18. 18 square feet of area. Is that taken? You are just to multiply the length times breadth or the height times base. Base means the lower part of the shape. Is that taken? Look at this other one that we have. Area of square. You know a square has the same sides. So you can as well just square it. Instead of saying 4 times 4, you can just say 4 square. Okay? So area of square can be length times breadth or length times length. It can also be length square. Okay? Length square, that is, you multiply the number by itself. While the area of rectangle is what? Length times breadth. Is that taken? Area is what? Length times breadth or base times height. Look at this one. The area of this shape here, you can see this shape, is what? The base times height. Look at the base, that is the number down. That's 12 multiplied by 5. That's what? 60. Can you see that? Look at this one. 6 times 6. You can just say 6 square. And that's what? 36. That's how we get the answer there. Now we have seen what area is. Area is very simple. Just multiply the length times breadth. And area is the amount of space on a surface that a shape occupies. Area of rectangle is length times breadth. Okay, or base times height. The same thing too with square. Area of square is length times length, or you say length square. That is, you multiply the number by itself, length square. Is that taken? Okay, we have some exercises here. These are shapes. Okay, these are shapes. We have the length and we have the breadth. It depends on which side you are holding. Okay, now we have one here that has number. Look at this first one. See, the base. Okay, you know this, the downside is the base, but this side also means this side. Okay, what do we have there? We have 7 as the base. Then the height is what? 5. That's mm, which means millimeter. So how do we get the area? Area will be what? 7 millimeter times 5. Area will be 7 millimeter times 5 millimeter. Can you tell me 7 times 5 is what? Okay, that's 35 millimeter. I told you always put your square. Anytime we are calculating area, we put square. Is that taken? Because it is squared, so we put square there. Look at the second one. We have 3 yards here, then 6 yards. How do we get the area? The same formula we've been using. Area is also length times breadth. This is a rectangle because they are not the same size, which is 3 yards times 6 yards. So what do we have? 3 times 6 is what? 18 yards squared. Can you see that? So that's how we calculate area. You can do all the others, get your answers and send to my email. That's adidare.aligoke@greenland.org. I'll be expecting there. You can even get more questions on your own. Do them and send to me. I'll be expecting your answers. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and be happy.